I'm joined with Seus after an unfortunate defeat to 100 Thieves. Um, I just, to start off, like, what, in your perspective, what do you feel like went wrong those games? Because you had early leads in, I think, every single game.
Yeah, we knew like coming up to this match, we need to be really decisive around like objectives and how we wanna fight, how we wanna use our team comps, how enemy wants to use their team comp. But I feel like we didn't do a good job about that, especially like game two, we are really ahead. Game one, two, we we are kind of even, but we could team fight better. So I feel like in the end they just play their comp better than us on team fights, especially because I feel like 100 Thieves is a team that likes to fight and they have really a good idea on how they want to use their draft. So I feel like they did this better than us today. So even when we get early lead for like I don't know lane phase or something like that, then in team fights they play better than us. Yeah.
I actually want to talk about your team fighting because it's something that I feel like quite often happens where you guys are in different positions, or maybe like today, game one, for example, the Bard wasn't like not with the Corki a lot of times, and just like it felt like maybe a little bit disorganized. Even against Cloud9, there were some situations where like Sivir is coming from the top side and the fight is like on the other side of the map, but you guys made it work. So like what was different? Do you think it's just like 100 Thieves were a better team fighting team, so it kind of exposed your weaknesses, or are these like the same
Uh,
mistakes you've been making? Yeah, what are your thoughts?
well, I think especially like game one, they have like a good flank champions like Wukong, Ambessa, even Nico is a good flanker. And I feel like in the end we couldn't deal we didn't respond on the best as we could. I feel like against Cloud9, yeah, we make mistakes too. But I feel like 100 Thieves is a bit different. They really like to find these weird flanks and like split the fight. I don't feel like Cloud9 is like that. Normally Cloud9 draft is different. They like to play like front drafts. But 100 Thieves they like these dive champions. So I feel like in the end we just didn't respond well inside the game, you know. We didn't make the right calls, like who will mark the flank or who needs to like stay with our carries. I feel like we just didn't make a good call around these fight timers.
I want to talk about the journey of Shopify from the very beginning. Split one, you finished like fifth, sixth, then you finished third, and now you have a chance of like making it to Worlds. And for you, obviously, you weren't there split one, but split two, you come in. You seemed very behind. Like mechanically, you were very good, but it seems like you were lost on the map a lot. And now you seem, like you've caught up to the NA meta. So how has your experience been from like joining a team that most people, I don't know if you saw, but most analysts said, oh, Shopify, they're maybe fifth, sixth. Some people said seventh, like, and to make it to top three.
Yeah, I think it was a really great experience because this was my first time like playing on another region. So it's not like it's different because of the players, but for me it's like different on every aspect. You know, I'm living on another house, another country. Like everything is different. So I feel like in the start was a lot for me. Like kind of put my shit together, you know, because I need to focus outside the game and inside the game too. So I feel like in the start was hard, but yeah, I feel like my teammates helps a lot. I feel like in this when I come, I was a bit lost on how we wanna play, like which picks I wanna play, like which kind of picks BVoy likes to play with. So I feel like in the start was a lot of things, and I couldn't fix everything. So I feel like it took time for me, but yeah, I feel like I just got lucky to have like good teammates on my side. To be honest, I think like everyone was really patient when I come in. They like didn't like I don't know, they didn't put a lot of pressure on me. They like let me get my time to like see how things works here, because I feel like the meta is really different on Brazil. Like the support players play are different too. So I feel like it took time, but I feel like right now I'm really comfortable with everything.
And what's the confidence level after today? I know I talked to Revan after FlyQuest, and he said, we're not sad, we're not down. We know we can do this. But after today, it seemed like, obviously it was a different series. But how are you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's not like I'm not feeling great, to be honest, because yeah, this is like the end of the split almost, right? We have like maybe 2 or 3 more weeks. If we win, we go towards. So this is not like the time to, how can I say, to play bad, like this should be the time that we are peaking, right? To go like to fight for world spot and like to win the championship. So of course it's not a great situation to be in. Like we just lose like 3-0 against 100 Thieves. So we were not expecting that. But we need to like be grateful that we have more chance. Some teams are already out, but we got a one more chance. So we need to use this next week of practice to do the best we can, and like we will play against the South teams, and we need to beat them, to go towards. So in the end, if we go towards, no one will really care about this series today. But we need to like try hard and don't let what happens today happen next week too.
Do you have any idea? Who do you think you'll play? You'll play the loser between Red and VKS, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Who do you think you'll meet?
I feel like it's a close battle between the two, but I feel like Cade is playing really well. At least they played really well last week. So I'm thinking we will face Red, but I think it could go either way. But if I have to bet or something, I would say we play Red. I think Cade will win tomorrow.
All right, I was hoping maybe we could get Shopify versus Pain, but unfortunately didn't happen. Or Loud, but I mean, that would have been cool.
It would be fun.
What I know you said you need to have like a really good week of practice, but like what needs to happen for Shopify in order to be able to match up against 100 Thieves and FlyQuest if we meet again?
I feel like we are a really unstable team on practice. I feel like even like after our series against C9 when we won, our week after that wasn't good. Our practice wasn't good. So I feel like we already show our top level, but I think we need to be more consistent. We can't like have bad days on stage. Because right now if we lose, we are out already. We don't have a second chance anymore. So I feel like we need to. It's hard to say exactly what we need to change on screens, but I feel like this next week we just need to like put like our effort, because it can be the last week of the year if we lose next week. So I feel like I don't think we need to do like anything that we didn't did yet to beat like the Brazilian team in 100 or fly. But for sure we need to be a more stable team. Can't like keep losing a lot of games on screens and playing like this today on stage. So I feel like we just need to focus on next week and remember what we are good at and come back to that level that we already show.
All right, and today you got to play Zach in the jungle. It feels like Contracts is the one that gets to play all his champions. He played Mundo last split. Like he just plays whatever he wants. When are we gonna get you to like maybe at least support or something cool?
Something different. Yeah, I think for sure. Like I'm practicing a lot of different champions, because I feel is like there's a lot of weird picks that I didn't have the opportunity to show yet. But I feel like I'm ready. If I see the opportunity to play something different, I will play it. It's just like I just didn't see the angle yet, and yeah, this.
All right, well, I'm excited for the Ash support. And yeah, good luck in the next of your games. And can you just give words to the Shopify fans? You guys have gained a lot of fans. Like last year, I was like one of the few fans, and then this year, there's so many people that are cheering. It's so nice to see. So a few words for them.
Yeah, just grateful to everyone that is cheering for us. I know today a lot of people can feel like frustration because we lose, right? But we need to look at the bright side. We are still not out, so you guys can count on us to give everything we had to go towards, because this is why we are playing since the start of the year. Everyone wants to go towards, so we'll make sure we'll try our best to get there.
All right, well, obrigado pela entrevista e boa sorte.
Thank you. Thank you, nice. Portuguese. Bye bye. Have a nice week.
You too. I'm gonna confess. I'm recording this outro like 6 days, 6 days after, 5 days, 5 days after it ended, because I really didn't want to edit this video or like push it out because we lost, and we lost embarrassingly, in my opinion. Like the things that we normally do well, we didn't do well, and the things that we do poorly, we kept doing poorly. I thought it was a worse showing than what we had against FlyQuest and Cloud9. So I wasn't too happy, so I didn't post this. I also had a quit interview. For some reason, I always get quit interviews right after we lose. Like it's every single time. I think there's one interview that I got with Quid that wasn't after he beat us. So that, and then we beat him afterwards. So just saying, maybe I'm cursed. But yeah, the thing I want to talk about is kind of what he said at the end, where like this is what we played the entire year for. We haven't given up hope. We just have to like really lock in and make it to Worlds. Because if we win and we make it to Worlds, no one's gonna remember us getting 3-0'd. If you watched the vlog series that Shopify does, the last 3 minutes, I urge you to watch it, was very intense. It was Palafox kind of talking about how like this might be the last time we all play together. We really need to bring the intensity in scrims. We were doing that and it was really good, and we stopped doing it, and we can tell on stage that it's affecting how we play on stage. So we need to bring that intensity. And Demonte had his words, and then Revan towards the end, he's just like, it's just when we lost against FlyQuest, he said there's a difference between losing against FlyQuest when FlyQuest are really good. Like FlyQuest are better than us and we lost to them. And that's one thing. But it's another thing to lose because we're worse than 100 Thieves. And he said like 100 Thieves aren't that great of a team, and it's just like embarrassing the way we lost. So there's a lot of tension, and he's basically said like it doesn't matter if we finish 3rd, 7th, or 8th. Like it's a failure. It doesn't matter. If we don't make it to Worlds, none of this matters. If we don't have a chance to fight for this championship, like it just doesn't matter. And while I disagree with that, I can understand like at that moment he's trying to motivate the people like, look, job's not done, but just fundamentally I think I disagree with that. But maybe in that situation you should. So things are heating up for Shopify. I'm really excited. I think we'll dispatch Red. I don't think they'll stand much of a chance. We do have Seus to go to Brazil, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. And then hopefully a rematch with 100 Thieves that goes all the way, and we really push them. But yeah, I'm posting this now because I've really just been dreading posting this. I don't usually let that get in the way of me posting things, but yeah, I didn't want to do it. And then when I saw the vlog, I was like, all right, I can add that little tidbit. So it actually like kind of was helpful for if you're a Shopify fan. Shout out to the Shopify fans. It's just so cool. Like the difference, it's night and day difference whenever Shopify is playing and people are messaging me or like tagging me on Twitter or whatever it is, or in Discords. And just seeing people like on broadcast whenever Shopify is playing, usually they show tweets, and there's multiple times where my name, like they're showing tweets of people like adding me and talking about Shopify. So it's cool that we have so many more fans and that people kind of recognize me. And like I've had a bunch of people just say like, hey, I'm a Shopify fan because of you. And that's cool. So shout out to everybody. And the next time I do one of these interviews, actually we won't have qualified for Worlds, but hopefully the next time I do it, it'll be when we beat Red. And the time after that will be when we qualify to Worlds. So I'll see you guys then.